Welcome again, Aries. Welcome to March 2026. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. Welcome to those of you that are new. I'm going to have a look at this chart of yours. It's a solar chart, but if you happen to know your rising sign or your lunar sign and it is the sign of the Ram, Aries, then you can apply some of what I'm saying to this. To kick the month off on the 3rd, we see a full moon there in the 6th house of work practices, health, and co-workers. But this points me to this North Node, which is in the company of the Sun. And the North Node, I think, is the theme this month. I want to focus on that because this North Node, or what we call Rahu in Vedic astrology, is particularly notable for its influence on your karma, your past thoughts, words, and deeds, this life and the past life, if you want to go so far as to accept that that is a possibility. I was having an online dispute with someone who was poo-pooing the idea of karma. Simply put, it is a physics law, the law of action and reaction. We are all subject to those laws. So whether you want to extend that to past life or not is another matter. But from an astrological viewpoint, this karmic transit of yours now, which takes about 18 months in each sign, is in the 12th house, which is also related to your past. So there's a very strong theme here at this point in your life, pointing to a resolution of your past actions, your past relationships, those sufferings or issues that you were not able to deal with. Also, the retrograde Mercury in the company of the North Node with your ruling planet Mars tends to show us that there's a whole lot of reflection going on at this time, a need to go back over old ground, resolve things, and most importantly, to free yourself from a lot of these issues that are weighing you down. Now, this can happen around the new moon on the 19th, which also precedes just by a little bit the stationary direct movement of Mercury. The new moon, of course, tells us that you're able to take a refreshingly new look at your past, to put yourself in a different vantage point. And this is very important. Here it is, the stationary direct movement of Mercury. So number one, that new moon there, and number two, the forward motion of Mercury giving you the thumbs up, that green light that says, yes, you can and you will release yourself from a lot of this stuff. Now, mind you, that takes a little bit of meditative, contemplative time out. You need to give yourself some time to work through these issues. Some of these issues, and these are tied up with houses like the 8th house, in some cases the 4th house, childhood traumas, post-traumatic syndrome. All of these things are often below the threshold of our awareness, which is why the 12th house is also to do with meditation, contemplation, self-inquiry, deepening that understanding of yourself and allowing those answers that you're looking for, not just from the astrologer, but from within your deeper intuitive self, to give you the answers that you're looking for at this critical time in your life. It is critical. The node tells us where your biggest challenges are at any given point in your life. And so naturally, the node will throw up all of these different points and memories and thoughts and ideas. You need to be open, receptive, and willing to do the work to release yourself from the past. The past can be very, very punishing. It punished you while it was happening, but what's worse is that sometimes the past only punished you once, maybe a day of trauma. But if you're not aware that one day can become an eternity. It becomes a continual punishment, a continual suffering. You don't want to do that. Now, I've got some other information for you. Check the links here. Before you do that, don't forget to subscribe, like us, share our information with others, if you could. I'm going to send you over to astrology.com.au. I've got a whole lot more information there for you. Forecasts for the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly readings. We've got the Chinese horoscopes just up now. And so that will help piece together this jigsaw of your life currently through 2026. And I look forward to your company next month. Don't forget, if you've got some question, drop me a line and I can answer that privately. But till then, look after yourselves. Bye-bye for now.